Smith Productions.
You already know what it is. Shout out to my man, Big O and Moody Media. We here at the Content Complex, and you already know what it is. The Transparency Podcast, you already know, man. That's what my brothers. Definitely the Transparency Podcast is proud to bring on a church named legend. Baltimore County, Bmore Ben. Definitely a legend.
Yo, welcome to the 36th edition of the Transparency Podcast, number 36.
Yo.
You know I'm a 49er fan, and you know who I'm going to go with. If you don't know, now you know. Shout out to Merton Hanks.
Thinking about 36. I can't even think of a 36 right now.
Merton Hanks.
Trying to think.
I think he got that on lock.
I couldn't even. You know, I was thinking about this too. Like, we're going to keep going to the references. It's going to be like, we're going to get past a certain point where we're not going to be able to do sports references. You know that, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
We're going to keep going.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Merton Hanks was he was like a middle class version. I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm a duck before I say this. I mean, y'all probably look at me, but he was like a middle class, not a poor man's version, but a middle class version of Ed Reed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a ball hawk like him. He was a ball hawk like him. He only played 9 years though, so.
You know, Ricky Waters was 36 too, if I'm not mistaken.
Ricky Waters was 32.
Oh, he's 32?
Ricky Running Waters, 32.
Was he? Oh, damn, my bad.
Yeah, but there ain't too many 36s, but he the first one that popped in my head. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Merton Hanks.
Hey, 49, and that's a Niners fan checking me like,
49 legend.
Don't play with my guys.
Yeah,
okay,
Ricky Waters.
My brother
not 32.
was a 49ers fan, real heavy. You know, Ronnie Lott and
Ronnie Lott 42.
You know, all those guys is crazy. That 49ers team was crazy.
Squad, we crazy this year too. In the bowl.
Yeah, man, you got a young guy at the quarterback, man. Y'all gonna have to, train Shorty to, ready to go. It's his team now.
It's his team.
So let's y'all get rid of Guap. What's going on?
Jimmy G gone.
Not yet, but he about to be.
Nah, he definitely gone. They got him on the sideline practicing by himself, yo. That's my stuff, yo. Man, got you to the NFC Championship.
Guapolo.
And they got man Guapolo on the shelf, man. Damn,
that's
yo.
crazy. Guapolo need a job, man.
They ain't gonna give a job.
He can't stay healthy though, man. That guy cannot stay healthy. I wouldn't sign him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
If you want to win, I'll sign him.
He ain't gonna play the whole year.
He ain't gonna, but he'll give you about 14, 12 games. You know what I'm saying?
14.
You know what I'm saying?
About 10.
But anyway, I go by the name of Big O. I got my man Moody here, man. How you doing, bro?
Yo. We are in a building. You know what I mean? Feeling good, feeling straight. You know how it is.
Definitely, man. Being transparent, man. This week was a rough week for me, man. I mean, it's very challenging, but it taught me how to build strength, learn how to persevere, and try my best. As one of my good friends, Andrew Pierce, would say, to stay on my balance beam and try not to get knocked off. Honestly, this week, a few years ago, would have broke me. But now, it's a piece of the clay that's getting added into my molding. So I'm proud to say that, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of proud, I'm so proud to have our guest on here today because he's a guy that's easy to root for. I admire him so much and all the work that he does. But before we get into that, Moody, what do we have going on at the Content Complex, and what do we got going on with Chaz Moody Media?
Oh man, thanks for giving me that plug. Shout out to the media.
I'll plug it.
Woo! To that. Yo, as you can see, man, if you can see on YouTube, my YouTubers, we got balloons in the back here at the complex, which means we had an event here last night. 2 events over the weekend. We setting up mobile photo booths, you know what I mean?
Mobile photo booths.
Yeah, if you want a photo, if you want to do a party, you want us to show up and do a photo booth right there in there for you, we can do that. Of course, it's always going to be, photo shoots again, event space, podcasts weekly, daily. We're doing a lot of dope stuff, man. We're going to continue to, just push the envelope on creativity. We're in the Randallstown area. Of course, anybody want to, holler at us, go to the The website, of course, contentcomplex.net. And, we're going to continue to grow, continue to make it happen. And, Moody Media, man, is busy. I got,
Booked
clients.
and busy.
I got clients
Let's
I'm
get
working
it.
on. I'm working on documentaries. I'm working on, video edits. I'm doing a promotional video for, FMK, my homie Jarrell Wilson. He's family. Shout out to him. He got the gala coming on September the 17th. If you haven't gotten your tickets, get those now because they're going to be sold out. Actually, they probably is sold out right now, to be honest. It's going to be a big event with a lot of, empowering people there in the city, a lot of people that's in the community, a lot of business people, people that can put you in a position. You never know who might be there, to be honest. You know what I mean? Man. So that's one of those events, exclusive events at the gala. FMK, shout out to the family. Yeah, man. So we continue to grow, man. Moody Media is building one by one, brick by brick. I got the business cards on the way, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have those on deck. Go to the site. Logo, thanks, brother. They can see that right there if they want to look on my YouTube. The logo
right at the computer with the lights behind them, everything. Let's get it, man.
You know what it is, man. But yeah, enough about that. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. That's how we looking, man. We looking good on here. Looking good. What you say? Looking good, looking clean. You know what I mean?
Looking clean. You know what I mean?
No doubt, dog. No doubt.
Crispy.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So now for our guest. He's a jack of all trades. This is a very, very special dude. A lot of times people say they don't know how to do this and they don't know how to do that, but often fail because of what? They really don't know what they're doing. We test waters and get so overwhelmed to the point, quite honestly, creek can seem like a deep sea if we're not qualified. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with not being qualified. At times, we fail to realize it takes hard work and dedication to master a craft. And that's just one. We study day after day, night after night to conquer this craft. Example, for me, I remember I was a new father at 18. And this particular night, her mom wanted to go out. And between my mother, my daughter's mother, and my daughter's mother, all asked me, are you going to be okay by yourself with her tonight? And in my ignorance, I said to her, I'm a father. I'll be fine. Fast forward to the middle of the night, my daughter was crying so bad. And I did everything that I could do to get her from crying. And I grew so frustrated that I just started crying with her. But that just showed me I had a long way to go as far as my craft was concerned, which leads me to this title: Learn Your Craft, Master It, Grow, Glow, and Show. That's what I believe our guest does. Everything he touches and produces for the world to see is fire. It has a glow. I witnessed this brother do amazing things, whether it's creating albums, learning how to produce albums, growing into being an engineer. I don't think people fully understand how much work that takes to do and also to be successful in doing that. His music was on the radio. With side note, I believe the song was called All Love, right? Yeah. It was called All Love, All Love. Couple all love, like yeah, all love.
Russell June. Did a bunch of freestyles.
Hooligan Express. Yeah, shout out to Hooligan Express.
Shout out to Squirrel, man.
Squirrel Wild. Yeah. But it coincidentally, the song is called All Love, and that's why he shows he's very humble. He has a great attitude, but attention to details. So we have a lot to talk about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, on the Transparency Podcast, we're excited to bring on today the jack of all trades, Bmore Ben. Yo, what it do, bro?
Thank you, my brother. Shout out to Moody Media. Shout out to my brother Big O. You already know how we got.
No doubt, bro.
Church name Sandbox.
Church name Sandbox, man. So yeah, I like the so you came up with that, man, because nobody. So what made you come up with that title for? Because you rap Church Lane like it's no tomorrow. You know, some people are kind of like they try to say scared to rep the county, but you always embrace being a county boy or saying this. And so what made you start in like I said, in embracing that?
Cause I mean, I ain't gonna sit out here and try to be something I'm not. You know what I mean?
Respect.
I spent some time in West Baltimore. I stayed some years down there, but most of my life I spent it in the county, whether from East County to West County. You know what I mean? I started out at Turner Station. You know what I mean? From age 6 on up, I was Randallstown boy, so I'm always rep for Church Lane, man. No matter where I go,
Yeah,
always rep for Randallstown. You know what I mean? Like we all like a family out here. You know what I mean? So always got to represent.
definitely a family, and like I said, we are proud that you know what I'm saying you rep us like that, and you talk about Church Lane like that because, like I said, you have you definitely brought like attention to the Church Lane area. I mean, we had some sports players like obviously Aaron Cook and things of that nature, but as far as music wise, I mean, yeah. But bringing music like I guess K Swift and
Swift from Round Winers,
and with Kelson is from out here too.
Kelson,
And shout out to my brother Diesel NCO. He's another person that was just making noise, making music. So
definitely. Shout out to Big Bro.
So your music, like what made you start loving music so much where so you wanted to start recording?
Truthfully, when I first started music, I started as a DJ under DJ C Money, Gemini, you know what I mean, Al Scratch, you know what I mean, the whole team, Throwdown Productions, you know what I mean, shout out to Club King Freeman, you know what I mean, used to go by Finesse, you know what I'm saying, like, I really started out as a DJ, so I was the young boy DJing parties, DJing up the fashion shows under them guys right there.
Yeah.
And then I know when C Money came back from the service, you know, he kind of lost his love for the DJing, so, you know, he got rid of all the equipment, and then it kind of just fell in my lap with the music.
Fell into your lap.
Because I was still making little club beats and stuff like that, so I kind of converted over, started making little hip-hop beats and all that good stuff, so I got with Gaia. Shout out to Gaia, you know what I mean? Gaia recorded me, you know what I mean? Let some people hear it. People like, man, you really need to take that thing serious, so I really didn't never try to be no rapper. Like, just woke up one day, like, I just want to rap. Like, it just kind of just happened for real.
Yeah.
Kind of happened. So, shout out to Guy for definitely putting that battery in my back originally with the hip hop.
And you make it happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And ever since then, I kind of just stuck with it. I always had love for it. So,
that's fire, man. That's
definitely fire.
You know, coming up in our area, you know what I'm saying? We didn't see many. Well, you know, like, we knew guys in the area that maybe rapped or did like, you know, music, but you know, we did have some guys like, you know, Stir Crazy. He did music.
Shout out to Stir.
You know, Be Rich. And,
Be Rich.
You know, Tim Tree. So we had guys in the area that was influencing us.
AJD, Doe.
Right.
Eric Nell, LMS, you know what I mean? Forbidden.
Oh, yeah, I remember LMS. Yeah.
Right. Shout out to Dame Capers, you know what I'm saying?
All of them. And like you said, we had DJs in the area. We got people in radio.
Your brother, Heat Rock.
Right,
you know
he's Scola, you know what I'm saying? Heat Rock, Scola doing his thing.
I remember they used to come over the crib and do them 90-minute tapes where they rap through the whole 90 minutes.
That's a fact.
Non-stop. They Gemini, my brother and them down there DJing, listening to beats in there, rap through the whole 90 minutes non-stop, bro.
Shout out to Gemini.
Used to be classic, bro.
That's
crazy.
I wish I wish I could find one of them tapes.
I'm about to say, or had it on film, like, you know what I'm saying?
Please let us get that. I would love to hear one of them joints, man. You had Rona on there, Doe, everybody. You know what I mean?
Tough shit. Tough.
Serious. That was another motivation as far as me starting out musically. You know what I mean? Like, just seeing them guys do that stuff, it was amazing just to see them rap. 90 minutes straight, just non-stop and really talking about something, you know what I mean? Like, they really had bars. They was kicking that freestyling, bro. Freestyling, going in, all of them.
And that's dope. That's like where, you know, like you said, where you started to get that urge and really want to do what you do. Because back then, I really wasn't into rapping. I was into hip hop, of course. I used to listen to a lot of Nas, a lot of, you know, Mobb Deep,
Clue tapes
and all that. So it was already a fabric. Of course, my brothers and everything, and Raekwon and Blue Purple Tape, Fugees, and you know, Pac, you know, Big, and all of them. So that was already a fabric. But I never thought about rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I mean, I don't know because I never knew that y'all guys was doing all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like back to school and stuff, like, you wouldn't see me freestyling or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'd be more so making a beat for somebody, you know, I'd be beatboxing for somebody, banging on the table or something like that. Because I started out as a DJ first. So I'm the one who was providing the instrumentals for people to freestyle to. So
that's a big element to hip hop. The guy who can put on that beat, be like, "Yo, I got a beat for you." That inspires somebody to rap.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope that you know what I mean, started like that, man. And talk about like, you know, your bros, like you said, man. You got a lineage, a family of brothers, man. You know, we went to school with all y'all. You always been cool people, always been righteous brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Just speak on their influence.
See Money, man.
Right,
guys, man.
Right.
See Money, the one who got me started. Shout out to him and Hadar, Lulu. You know what I mean? They the ones who originally got me started with the DJing.
That's fly. That's
See
fly,
Money,
man.
you know, he won the DJ battle back in the day and all that stuff. I wasn't even supposed to be in the club back then. I'm in there. He jumped in the crowd. You know what I mean? We caught him. He was heavy though, so we pushed him right back up there. Like, nah, bro. You know what I mean? We happy for you. Get your ass back up there, bro.
That's good, man.
I mean, doing their thing, man. I don't know.
But it's a close-knit community, man. And I see how you glow up when you talk about your older brothers because you were the youngest, right? I mean, well, your sister's the youngest, but you were the youngest brother. Yes, sir. So talk about that, man, because like I know how it was with my older brother. I'm the middle brother of my father's children. You know, Josh is younger than me, but Danny, Diesel, whatever you want to call him, William Swan, Ducky, whatever you want to call him. I looked up to him a whole lot, and he is the reason why I do a lot of different things that I do too. So, how was that being the youngest of two older brothers like that lived in a house with you too?
You know, as a kid, it was a little rough, you know, especially when I had them buck teeth and all. Because you know them dudes, man, they simple as hell.
Right. So, they was training.
They was training you.
They was training you.
They was cooking me. You know,
they was training you. They was training you for.
They was training me though. They was getting me right. You know what I mean? Like I ain't have jokes at one point in time. I used to be a little more serious and quiet.
Jokes you had tears. Jokes you had tears.
They was cooking me for a minute. Then you know, I finally came into myself and had my own jokes to come back with. And all that good stuff. Especially being I was the first one to get laid, you know what I'm saying?
Pause to that. What do you say? Pause to that, right?
I was the first.
That was my first original, you know what I mean, joke. You know what I mean? They come back from the little buck teeth joke. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
I was the first one to get laid.
How many years are y'all apart, man? Y'all pretty close.
All 2 years apart.
All 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All 2 years apart.
Hey, so
80, 82, and 84.
So 80, 82, 84.
Yeah. Shout out to my older sister Kate, though, too. You know
what I mean? So you got older sister, but you got a younger sister too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man.
There's 5 of us total.
5 of them total, that's good, man. So,
indeed. My little sister doing her thing too, for real, man. She got a shop over East Hicks Cuts. You know what I mean? Like doing everything. Her and her husband, for real, they got their own shop.
That's
okay. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kibo cutting there too, for real. So yeah, they doing their thing.
Yeah, I mean, so it started from like, cause to me, like your family does a lot of stuff. You brought up your sister. In her shop, but it started from the origin, man. Like your grandfather was part of the Negro League, brother. So I mean, like, so it's always been grinding. So
and you know what he used to go by, Big O. Osceola Smith, rest in peace, man.
Yeah. So he was the original. I'm a copy of him. So talk about that, man. So like, so he was in the Negro League, and he went by the name of Big O.
Yep, Big O, Osceola Smith, man. You know, he was like doing all the coaching down at Turner Station, like from Calvin Hill to, you know, what's the guy? I think Larry Middleton, the boxer dude. You know what I mean? Like he coached all them guys. Yeah. So you know, like I know his funeral, all them dudes came and everything else to support. Like he coached like everybody down at Turner Station. Wow. And then my grandmother. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to her too. Consuela Smith. You know what I mean? She used to make all the uniforms, like hand thread them joints.
Wow,
you know
that's
dope.
All
that, for real. All that, you know what I mean? So
We talking about what, early 80s? We talking about 70s, early 80s?
Yes, sir.
70s?
Yes, sir. They might have even dated back to early
before that. Right.
But that's
like they just awarded my grandmother before she passed with like Woman of the Year. They gave her a little honor and all that stuff for that.
Wow,
so,
man, that's dope, man.
Yeah, so it definitely start with them. So like coming up behind them, it's like, damn, I just can't be no just regular working dude and just be content with that. Like coming behind greatness like that, it's like, man, like, hey,
that's family, yo.
Yes, sir.
That's family. And we got a connection, man. I remember I went to my cousin's. I think he had like a celebration. It was a birthday celebration or my uncle's birthday celebration.
Yeah.
And I seen him up there. I'm like, yo, what's up, man? What it do, G? You know what I'm saying? That's Randallstown, of course. And then I'm like, yo, like, he like, yeah, man, my people's from, Turner Station 2 or whatever, something like that. That's what's up. Because my grandparents, my grandmother, the Craig family, Ollie Craig, and the Craig family, lived down in Turner Station. My grandmother grew up down, all her sisters, all my aunts, they grew up down Turner Station.
Yes, sir.
And to this day, my grandmother still go to, that's what she, doesn't, go right now at this moment, but that was her church down at Turner Station as well. Like my father's funeral was down at Turner Station, you know what I'm saying, in the area. So that's like a lot of lineage, a lot of family, a lot of area a lot of history down here, that my family grew up. So it's like, somehow, some way, we've been connected. You know what I'm saying? Just from out here to also even in that situation. So that's dope, man. That's what it is.
Absolutely. Man. You had a leg and everybody from down at Turner Station. For real.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history down there.
It definitely is, yo.
A lot of great black history.
Great black history. Yeah. Because I mean, I'm not from Turner Station, but just hearing it, man, like I said, hearing both of y'all light up, because I love hearing about history and things. So, and sitting there thinking about, I was sitting here thinking about your grandmother and your grandfather, like making uniforms and things of that nature, and how impactful they was to people that didn't have that, like didn't have the mother in the house or the father in the house, or so and like, cause I know my grandmother used to do stuff around her neighborhood when we was from Park Heights. Like she used to sell freezy cups. She used to pray for different families. She used to have like church services in her house and different things like that to keep people
grounded, man.
To keep them grounded, because it's like it's a war out here. Like it's a war amongst ourselves. Tough like city, you know what I mean?
Man. Tough city and county.
Yeah. So how, like, has anyone came to you and said to you like, man, your grandmother or your grandfather, because you were young, obviously, like certain things, but did they come and tell you things about your grandparents?
Man, down Turner Station, that's all you hear. Like my grandfather, the baseball field is named after him to this day. You
that's fine.
You go down there, it's Osceola Smith Field. You know what I'm saying? Like, real tough. Like, like he was like the coach of coaches down there for real. Like he coached everybody that came through Turner Station.
Wow,
so like no matter where I go, you know what I mean, they saying something about my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncles, because my uncles used to be active in sports, my father and all that, you know what I mean. My father actually was like a step away from going to the National Baseball League for real himself. So like it's a lot of history. Like my uncles was nice at the basketball, you know what I mean. My uncle Smitty, he used to coach down 7 Eastern Shore and all that. So you know what I mean, like definitely coming behind a lot of greatness, so it's like I can't just be a nothing.
I was gonna ask you, like, so how do you, is it too much? Is it pressure? Is it too much pressure to you?
Yeah. Sometimes like, it can be pressure.
You pick yourself apart a little bit?
Yeah. I definitely pick my, cause like when my grandfather passed, when he was in the hospital, like he would grab my hand before he went.
Wow.
He was like, "Take care of the family where I'm gone."
Holy moly!
He left right there, like hold my hand. I'm like. And that's when all the people like you gotta leave the room and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like he passed after that. Like
so that was his last. That was kind of like his last words.
So it's like I'm in middle school, so I'm like I gotta take care of the family. So I'm trying to do everything, DJ parties, flip my little stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to just overworking myself, like and not really mastering nothing at that time because I'm a young kid and just like. Take care of the family while I'm gone. Like,
and you take it literally. Like,
you
take that literally.
Like he was like a role model to me for real. Like you know what I mean? Like,
and how old were you?
Shoot, I was in 7th grade.
7th grade, so that's 13,
8th grade,
13, 12, 13, about 13.
It was 97. 97, November 97.
November 97.
Yeah, right. It might have been either Thanksgiving Day or right before Thanksgiving or something like that. I know. I remember that.
That's a powerful word to say that.
Yes, sir.
That's tremendous pressure.
What tremendous pressure, bro. So like just hearing that and just after that, it's just like that always stuck with me no matter what I try to do. Like take care of the family while I'm gone. Like I always just heard that playing in the back of my mind. Like
that's for a young man that young to hear that, you know what I'm saying, of course that can either alter your future or make it
yes.
You can go either way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For sure. But again, I think, attest to your family and like, your brothers and, what I mean, what you're doing, personally for yourself is a big, big part of that. And like, I always see the way that you, continue to just grind, like,
yes.
Like I see, I've seen you, like when I'm, I know, like I said, I know y'all from school, but we probably didn't really hang out. I know y'all was Church Lane boys. And like I was, we was talking about, you know what I'm saying? We had the homie, right? We had the homie Treso on a joint. Like I never really knew Treso, but I'm saying because we wouldn't really go up Church Lane here and there. We would probably, honestly, we would probably go up there and steal bikes from you. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
We probably stole a lot of y'all bikes, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying?
Leave your bike slipping. You know what I mean?
It happens. But we would go up there and hoop. But we was to see y'all grow in that community like that, because we knew a lot of y'all. Of course, we was cool with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But to see where y'all came from and how you still rock and like the entrepreneurship that you do, the stuff that you still grind with the music, and like you inspired definitely me to be a county boy representing where we from. You know what I mean? We always made that, right? We always made that like a thing, of course, coming from where we come from. And we were supposed to even do the County Boys tape. I'm still waiting on the County Boys tape.
Ain't too late. Ain't too late.
Like,
we still got some stuff in the
got a studio in the back now. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't too late.
Right, because when you came up with that, you know what I'm saying? Like you inspired, like I said, you inspired me probably to do music. Like a lot of artists from Baltimore inspired me to do music, but you was definitely one of them. And to represent where we from. And I'm like, yo, we gotta get a lot
coming from you.
Yeah, man, that's for sure, yo. And like that tape, I'm like, man, it's gonna be dope. I want to be a part of this joint.
I got inspired by your brother and then, so it's, everything go full circle.
Right. So I'm like, man, I want to be a part of this County Boys tape. You know what I mean? To this day, and like, when we was able to get you on a Get Money music tape, that felt good, man. Shout out to the Get Money.
Man, you already know. Shout out to
Baltimore Cave. Shout out to Troy Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you coming through doing that verse was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that song actually is one of the most. I think it's like, don't you know how you have like the Apple Stream songs, which was your first song? Your record is one of the ones that's on my joint, that's like for one of the first joints people rock to, and it's like, let me do my thing. Let me do my thing is a dope record. Let me do my thing is a Baltimore record. It feels. You know what else I was thinking about as I was listening to you and listening to your music?
Shouting out the counties.
That for sure. But as your artistry as a whole, I feel like you are the Baltimore County sound. You know what I'm saying? Like you, Troy Boy, Treso as well too. Me, you know what I'm saying?
Treso, my bro.
Bro. I know, and people that we work with, of course, you can call it. Some guys have a certain way of artistry when it comes to their lyricism, and they might sound like somebody with some trap music. They might sound like a trap guy, or Baltimore City. Some of the Baltimore City artists have a Baltimore City like lingo and an accent and cadence that they have, and we already know like a Tech or a Scola. So that's Baltimore City. We already know that's city. Absolutely. But I feel as though that you and I feel like we do have a county sound. Like it's a more, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna just say overall broad of more articulation, diverse, right? But it's also just a good way to express ourselves of where we from. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I always respect that,
like,
and I give you that.
You guys that came behind us, like Creek Boys,
right? That's the sound, right? That's the bar.
All them guys, man.
Right. It's a lot of guys that's been doing it, and respect to all of them. But I was just thinking about that when I started recording. I'm like, this guy's the Baltimore County sound, like straight up.
Yes, and like
we all are, because all of us sound like ourselves, though.
That's a fact. What I'm saying?
Like all of us don't sound like somebody.
That's a fact.
We all got our own sound. Like whether you talking Big O, what he was doing,
right? My bad.
I mean, Moody,
my bad. I be forgetting. I be forgetting do music. He done transition to straight podcast now.
I was transitioning straight retired. But speaking of that, my album, man, I never forget Bmore Ben. I hit him up. I recorded a song. I recorded a song. It's called Everybody. It's on my album, The Masterpiece. Trey Hosky, The Masterpiece. Absolutely. And it's called Everybody, and produced by Beat Barbarians. They actually from Eric Scott brother. Remember Eric Scott?
Eric Scott used to hoop.
Eric Scott used to play a little bit of basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, but he went to Randallstown, and he went to Eric Scott was real cool, quiet dude or whatever. Yeah, but he did beats. His beats was fire. JV together. Beats was fire. His brother, I met his brother through that. But anyway, he did that beat to Everybody, and I recorded this song. And I remember I reached out to you. I said, man, I was just like, yo, this is the song. You got the last verse, blah blah blah. Yo, I fell asleep and I woke back up. By the time I woke up, it was already done. It was already done.
Even one of y'all called me for
verse fire. Verse fire. Done, I ain't gonna lie. So it takes me. I wouldn't have did it that fast. I probably would have did it maybe like in. You could have gave me 2 days, but he came back and like. I'm talking about like a matter of hours.
Man, I was inspired by your bars on that song.
I appreciate it.
Like you already had your stuff together before I wrote mine, so it was easy when I wrote mine. Yeah. You already went in already on that joint. So
I did used to take a lot of pride in even when I write now, I take a lot of pride in writing. I do. I take a lot of pride in writing and because that's like my window to my soul, and I can just express myself through writing, kind of like what Minister Antoine was talking about last week, talking about journaling and things of that nature. You got your hopes, your dreams, and all that stuff. And I was inspired by my brother to. Matter of fact, both of my brothers, my younger brother Jay Swan, he making music. He posted something. I was ready to mess with him in the comments. He posted him rapping to somebody beat. Like he was like, yeah, I'm a rapper. He was driving rap. I said, man, you had before you crash, it accident crashing, yo. Talking about some freestyling. But nah, man, music is it's a good way to express yourself. It's definitely a good way to express yourself. And I used to love doing it, but
it's like therapy for real.
It's definitely therapy.
It's like therapy. Like a lot of stuff that we hold in as men, because you know, like we grow up. Break your leg. Oh, you a big boy. You gotta take it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff we hold in. So like a lot of times when you're doing that artistry, it's like you get to let all that stuff out.
Let it go, man. Let it flow, man.
Let go of all them burdens, all that weight on your shoulders.
For sure. For sure. Yo, so speaking of that, you know, like you saying, you know, being an artist and coming up as we came up, speak on some of the things that you've actually done, man. Because I know you've been on the radio, you've been on DJ big parties, you've done however many projects and mixtapes, you know, a lot of streaming platforms. You've been, you know, have your own brand. You know what I mean? You publishing. You know how to distribute your music. So
like everything on his own. The jack of all trades. This is crazy.
So I would say, can you just go through like a basis? All right, so I started doing this, and then you got to this point of music. Then you was able to link up with this person. Like, how did that process go with like where you are now, as far as your whole lineage of music?
Like. I had to tell you the truth, bro. I don't even know.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know how none of it really happened. It just like happened, bro.
Wow.
Like I just like even with the first little CD I did, me and Brian did a little freestyle.
Okay.
Joint. Yeah. You know what I mean? I told Brian don't leak the joint. You know what I mean? He after school. It's
Brian McCray.
Brian, shout out to Brian McCray.
Shout out to he was good in basketball too.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian McCray.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like I told him don't leak it. Next thing you know, he was burning copies. You know what I mean?
And y'all recorded this on your own.
We actually recorded with Al Scratch, one of the dudes from Throwdown. You know
and then you took it and you started to put it out, and then what happened?
Started to put it out, then people just kept coming to me like, "Yo, you really sound good. You really need to take it serious. You really need to take it serious."
Right.
I still kind of wasn't taking it serious, but I started making more music. I'm like,
right,
you know what I mean? The next thing you know, I had this little album. Ease and Brian and them they was on it, like as far as the promotion team. Shout out to my brother.
He's a promoter.
Yes, sir.
You had a team promoting you, helping the squad, helping out. Right, that's dope.
You know
that's dope.
Yeah. That's what it's tatted on right here. Family ties. You
know
yeah. You know what I mean? It was like me, him. You know what I mean? He was like the original rappers for me, him, Rona was down with Family Ties. You know what I mean? We had Gage, Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Lil Blair. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember Blair.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Blair,
sir.
he cut hair, man. He cut hair.
He
He used to lace me real good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when was you able to get like on like a Rap Attack or something? I know you've been Rap Attack before, of course, right?
Or ever been on? I actually have with the joint, me and Danny Boy.
Right.
I ain't mad at you.
Right. So like how
Danny, hold on.
Oh, Danny Boy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Danny Boy.
They played that on Rap Attack.
So stuff like that, like how was you able to get on that, or how was you able to start really focusing on like, all right, I know the formula. All right, I'm gonna start putting this music out like
sometimes some of the DJs or personnel will reach out to me personally.
Wow.
Sometimes I would just fish, you know what I mean? Find that email, you know what I mean? Get the email from mutual acquaintance or something. Just send them the email, like with everything, the title of the song, all the stuff, they bio in it, you know what I mean? All that good stuff. The next thing, you know, it just might be on the station next, you know what I mean?
Right.
You actually gotta just put your stuff out there. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big thing,
gotta
man.
Put yourself
for artists out there and creators out there. Don't be afraid.
Don't hoard your music. Like even if you got songs sitting that you never did anything with, you're making $0 off that. So why not put it on streaming and make some sense? Eventually it add up to a couple dollars. Like, ain't no point of hoarding it and sitting on it. Because you wasted your time and energy for real. Like going to the studio, recording all that stuff. So
and not to mention, I think when I was making my music, it was more so like people were saying like your message.
Absolutely.
Your message that comes out. Like I ain't gonna lie, I ain't make a dime off my music, but
sure you might have.
You look back, you ain't
I ain't checked my distro kid, but I did perform. I did one performance probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and a dude came to me. I did a song called "No Love." It was talking about police brutality and black on black crime, and that is actually on the masterpiece too. Because like I said, I talk about life. That's what I rap about. You know what I'm saying? I rap about substance, but the dude came up to me and was just like, bro, that song like give me chill bumps like that. And that's the type of pay that I take that like whereas though it gravitates to someone to the point whereas though it's like, yo, you hit me in my soul with that, brother. So that's what kind of music I like, you know what I'm saying? And I like recording, you know. Some people like, you know, do the club songs and somebody. It's just artistry, bro. Like you can't tell no one how they should paint their artistry. You know what I'm saying? How they, you know what I'm saying? That's why I never, in my music, like listening, not my music, but music that I listen to or hear something, I never say like someone is like not a good rapper or somebody is not, because that's their art. You know what I'm saying? It might not be my cup of tea, or like it might be my cup of tea, but you know.
So you saying nobody's trash? Because some people are trash. Let's be honest.
Some people are trash.
Nah, man, because it's their art, man. But if you go to, I get what he's saying. If you go to like almost like if we go to a museum, right? We go to a museum and we look at different paintings. You and I might look at that painting and be like, yo, that shit is hideous. But somebody else would be like, yo, that shit is fire, yo.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You've been definitely a little optimist, a lot optimistic. I'm gonna just be honest. I understand what you're saying.
I'm being serious. Like, you hear somebody like, for instance, let's think of somebody that's super lyrical. All right, let's go with Nas. Nas and what's the dude with the red hair? Lil Yachty, right? It's people that don't think, it's people, I don't listen to Lil Yachty.
Right.
But it's a lot more people that listen to Lil Yachty than they listen to Nas.
True.
They think that he is good. Right. There's some people that really came out and said, yo, you hear T-Pain the other day. He basically said that Tupac wasn't, I don't know if it was the other day, but it was like a while, like maybe like a month ago.
Right.
He's talking about Tupac wasn't good.
It's subjective, yo. Music. Music is subjective.
He thinks Tupac is not good.
Some people listen to music to party. Some people listen to music to really hear some powerful words.
Tupac.
Yeah, he tripping on that.
I think that nowadays,
come on, T-Pain. Come on.
We got so many ways that, you know, so many artists out there that's putting out music, man. Anybody can put out music, and a lot of people are doing it, just like even a podcast game. Like everybody's just doing it. So it's like you got to filter through, okay, what's actually some substance that I can actually listen to, or what's something that, okay, I can relate to, or that's not my cup of tea. And then some stuff is just like, yo, you really shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing something else. Like, it gotta be a medium in that realm when it comes to, all these arts and crafts and arts. Like, find your art that you do well, or find out your art that you can express yourself in a point where you can get it off and people understand it and communicate to it and relate to it, just like you said. But I mean, some people, just doing stuff, and it's like, come on, man.
Some people,
just having fun. And just
I'm telling you, bro. But it's some people that's having fun. They get lucky and they'd be like, and they're making a whole bunch of money.
It's
slappers.
Right, and that gives me a good segue and a good point, Like, when it comes to like artists, right? When it comes to like artists in Baltimore, on like,
let's discuss him. He's disgusted,
right? And it's like coming to something about artists in Baltimore, like being like not getting that much credit or not being like on that limelight. We've had artists that had some success, don't get me wrong, but we haven't had, and we're getting there.
It's getting there.
But I seem like we still are having to overcome this Baltimore artist music industry gate that we just can't get through, And it's like, it's frustrating. Like, as you was coming up with it, like, what are some of the things you saw or some of the things that you noticed? Like, why? Like, what's going on?
Like, first thing I noticed, being a county boy, coming up in that era of music, and getting love, challenge, super challenge. They hating you super hard. Especially when the crowd responding to you, you know what I mean? People show, that's my nigga, talk that shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they was hating back, because that's back when they used to be like county clowns and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So like, a lot of us county boys had to kind of get active with a few of them city dudes and let them know, like, we from the county, you know what I mean? Smacks, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Throw down mics, you know what I mean? All types of stuff, you know what I mean? Like, the demand I respect, for real.
Right, and you definitely broke the barriers a lot on that, If they don't want to give you respect on that, I'm going to give you respect here on the Transparency.
Definitely got to clap it up for that.
You definitely broke down some barriers when it comes to that.
I ain't do it alone, though. I can't take all the credit, you know what I mean? Got brothers like Heat Rock, brothers like Capers, you know what I mean? Brothers like Be Rich, you know what I mean? Like, guys before me, like, LMS, you know what I mean? Like,
like you said, LMS.
Like, them dudes had the interview with Frank Ski and all that back in the day. They was that was Silver Shadows with it as young boys. You know what I mean? So,
So, like, what, like, I ain't gonna say notable, I ain't gonna say label or like notable DJ or radio or personality or platform that like first reached out to you, like, man, you doing your thing, why don't you come on here and do this with us, or why don't you come and DJ this party, or why don't you come and perform here? Like, what's a notable name that we can like resonate with, to be like, man, they reached out to me, I was surprised they even reached out to me.
Man, I gotta be honest, my brother Squirrel Wide, man. Squirrel threw me that oop, man. Like, you know what I mean? He texted me like, I need a freestyle for the Hooligan Express.
That's dope.
On it, you know what I'm saying? On it immediately. Then after that, you know what I mean? I'm like, shoot, that joint actually played. You feel me? I almost crashed. I'm on Ricerstown Road. You feel me?
That's dope.
I heard my first freestyle with the Ice Cube beat.
Shout out to that. Shout out to
that. That's a wonderful feeling, just hearing yourself on it for the first time. So after that, I was on it. Like, man, Squirrel gonna buck these joints? He like, send me some more. So I'm like, kept them going. I probably was on there like 20 weeks straight for real.
That's dope.
And that's before any actual song was on there. It was a little freestyle.
Right. She was a freestyle for the Hooligan Express.
Like,
so it was your joint. Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
that's
shout out to K Swift, rest in peace. You know what I mean? K Swift is actually the one who originally linked us.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, on some real tip.
Wow.
Like, she did. The first time I ever met Squirrel, I met him
through K Swift. That's
then after that, you know what I mean? I had a showdown in Belvedere. You know, I seen Squirrel ain't had no cup or nothing over there. So I'm like, man, they just left Squirrel over here. No drink, no nuts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Get this man some drinks, man.
Get this man right, bro. Get this man right. You know what I mean? Man. After that, we just been tight ever since. So
that's
he
dope.
He hold me down there with the DJing as well. Organic Express.
Organic. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Anything Squirrel asked me for, I got it, man. That's my guy. Like,
that's fly, yo.
Showed me
and
big
man,
love,
rest in
love.
Peace to K Swift for sure,
Swift.
Man. You know,
county girl, man.
Man,
you know what
like,
I mean? A lot of people don't know that. You know what I mean? They try to take one of our golden children from our head. You feel me? But K Swift from around Winans, they don't know that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Them same guys that I came up DJing under, she came up DJing under.
Right.
So, you know,
right.
You know what's crazy about K Swift too? A lot of people don't know this, but my brother used to run. Rest in peace, Brian Pope. He used to run what is it called, the Baltimore Grand. and he used to host parties, and that was his DJ every time, every single time. K Swift, he was hosting parties. I think he got arrested in '99, but before then, no, he got arrested like 99 or 2000. But before then, like he was hosting all these parties down in Baltimore Grand. We got pictures and everything. It's a photo album. And K Swift, I mean, them shows was, I wasn't there, and it sucks. That ain't it crazy, right? I was too young to go there, but my older brother Diesel William, he was able to go. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. And going to school with her, and actually that's how he ended up getting on the radio. She threw him a bone. He was on a 5 o'clock ride, man. Like he and like he and he had like a showcase and like, man, listen, man, it's just. I mean, I wish, how we was just saying, I wish everybody came together, because it is a lot of artists out here that like I really agree. Like we ain't what's my guy? No Shoot Zone. Tyreek Coleon, man. I think he just went through he definitely he got. I texted him. He got to slow down a little bit.
Praise out.
Yeah. He got but he is also someone that I sat and had conversations with. But he's also talented as far as like the music, and he Absolutely. And I told him the other day. I talked to him. I said I appreciate that you believe in what you believe in your convictions and things of that nature. But like it's a lot of good. You know, and he raps about the stuff that he did, the stuff that he went through, and blah, blah, blah. And that's what I'm talking about, artistry. Like, I like hearing what people went through and what people, even if I can't relate, like, I can't relate to killing somebody. I can't relate, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Genuine.
So that's why I like, I mean, to Moody's point, that's why I really don't listen to a lot of music now, because maybe it's not, it's not for me, but I'm not going to say they suck. Yeah. I'm just that's what kind of art they're putting out.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, I think this music thing and what we do here, creative wise, it's all about being yourself, man.
Absolutely. Yeah,
you know what I mean. You gotta just be you. You know what I mean. That's what we doing. That's what you continue to do for yourself. And that's how we're gonna keep rocking with it, man. And I know, here on the Transparency Podcast, man, we started a new segment called Transparency Questions. And we've been getting dope guests on the show, and you done came through, of course, and we're gonna keep building what we doing and keep doing what we doing. So just off a question, transparency question, man, what's the first rap album you brought, and what did it do for your life? Like, what did it do to like translate to where you at now? Like, what was the first rap album you just brought and was like, man, this is it? Like, which one was that?
First rap album touched me like that.
Well, did I say you brought, or you touched and listened to fully?
A trade of a tape.
Yeah,
because that's back in cassette tapes or something. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big James from around the way. You know what I mean? Like I had like a couple. What was it? I think it was Above the Rim soundtrack.
Oh, that's classic. That's one of the best.
So one of the best soundtracks. Extra ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he wanted one of them joints. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I trade you for that ODB.
ODB, yeah.
ODB. Between ODB and Pac, they was like the first two I really was bumping like that. You know
Dang, that's wild too. And that's like ODB and Pac, like they all
two different spectrums.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why, like, when you hear my music, it's so much versatility.
It is,
because you got Pac and ODB was like the first dudes I really was listening to.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like ODB get on some wild stuff, you know,
right?
Yeah. Get on some real stuff. Then they kind of meet almost in the middle together. Somewhere. Yeah.
That's big.
I used to walk to Church Lane with bumping that ODB, Return to 36 Chambers.
I remember that.
Sweet Sugar Pie. All that, you know what I'm
Funny
saying?
is I don't know what. But that's odd. And like, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. People will listen to Tupac, but then listen to him and be like, yo, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Like, yo, you listen to it.
He's himself. Bro.
He's himself.
That's why I love him so much. That's why I love Pac so much. You can hear it himself.
Yeah.
I can feel that for sure, man. ODB and Pac. Pac was one of the first. Well, Pac was the first artist that I really was like, man, this rap stuff is real. Like, I want to listen to this stuff. Like,
he definitely was.
He really, like, Brenda's had a baby, and your mind on my money on my mind, finger on the trigger, hand on my nine, smoking blunts and skunks, putting hoes in punks and on the underground funk pumping out of my trunk. You know what I'm saying? Living life as a hustler, high till I die. Like, That's what
Yo,
I can break like that
That's
verse. Like that's what got me into rap. Hey. Like Pac was the guy that got me into rap during my time. Right. Bars, and I did say that's like whatever cliche, but when I was growing up, that's what I took notice to. He was relatable. He was talking about Brenda had a baby and. Like I'm like, man, this guy talking about women having children and like this is crazy. But then he gave us keep your head up. Like man, keep your head up was amazing.
Then they hit you with. I remember the first one of the first Tupac songs I ever heard was he had the sample. He had the sample of he had the sample from the Ozzy Brothers, and it was called "Bury Me a G." Oh, bury me. I ain't got time. Gotta keep my mind on my mouth. Yo, he hit you with Brenda got a baby, hit you with that, but they hit you with that too. Like that's why I said. That's why I say I can't believe. I can't. Everybody got their own opinion, but I cannot believe that T-Pain at his age would say that about Tupac.
I mean, you got to think, it's different eras, it's different times. Some people don't relate to that. Some people didn't relate to him back then. You know what I mean, it's what it is. So, but you said there's 3 people right here that said Tupac. R.I.P. It's my first person.
That's my first piece of music.
It's so real. My mother used to take the Tupac tapes and hide them jaws.
Yeah, my first piece of music was Tupac. Yeah.
That's how much I used to listen to him. I wasn't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So, speaking of continue with the transparency questions. What is one major regret and that you had to deal with in life, but it came out to be something that you were able to get over, and it's like, you know what, I'm not going to allow that to change my directory or something that happened. You was like, man, I shouldn't have did that, or why this happened to me like that. Let me continue to rock though. Let me continue to move forward. And keep going.
It was 2 actually when I moved to Atlanta in 2003, right? Like I graduated from high school. Mm-hmm. Man, Jermaine Dupri was calling my phone every day.
Wow.
Strokers. I'm trying to make something happen. I'm trying to do some paperwork, like come to Strokers.
Right.
All right. Now I come.
What?
Every day he called me, like I bluffed him.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
That's a big one. Because to me, his style of music and his sound didn't fit with the type of music that I was making.
I get you.
But looking at it in hindsight, like, that would have made things even more wide open for me because like I was making my own beats and all that stuff. So like I didn't really think the whole thing through. You want to get down with that was one. I got 2.
That was one. I'll let you get this. Then I got a question.
That's a big one.
I got a question.
The next one, big T.
That's a big
production deal with Dipset.
Woo! Got a hat on now, Dipset.
Shout out to Dipset.
The person we was with ended up having to come back to Baltimore. We was ready to just like, he the one who broke the whole situation. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if he leaves, he gotta leave, you know what I'm saying? We started to just try to go hard, but his people's like, tell him to bring his ass now. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go right now.
So,
like they call
when it comes to family type of situation, you know what I mean? You kind of don't want to interrupt with that. So it's like, me and Mac was about to get the production deal, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And we ended up having to turn back around and come back. Because it was a Saturday night. We were supposed to do the deal on a Sunday. We ended up having to come back early that Sunday morning. Like,
what year was this?
This was like maybe 2004.
That's when they was hitting too.
It was when it was when they was hot. That's when I was making all the sample beats and all that, so it would have fit perfect in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
holy moly, guacamole.
And that was just something that you said y'all was there to do it, but you said you had to come back to town because
the person who brokered it. The link to
Dipset had
to come back.
So you was like, well, I know you probably was thinking like, man, can I just stay here and work with y'all? Like what you was thinking, like,
but
you couldn't get it without
access to that situation. You know, he was the one who broke it.
Yeah, we gonna get this done. You said, what you doing?
You know how it is when it comes to family stuff.
No, I get it.
You don't want to interfere with that. You know what I mean?
Right. He had to take care of his
terribly wrong for him or something.
Nah, you right. Things happen for a reason.
To even do that work and put yourself in that position, man. Things happen for a reason. You never know how what could transpire.
I was young and dumb, didn't you? Like, I was partying all the time, drinking like crazy. You know what I mean? Right. I barely even drink now. You know what I'm saying? But like back then, I was wild and I was just doing dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I could have got that bag and blew it the next day.
That's a fact. True. Like, that's a fact, yo.
So
you learned a lot.
Or got a bag and killed yourself just from celebrating.
Yeah,
like seriously,
like, anything.
You know.
Anything. I could have overdrank, been somewhere I ain't supposed to be, got whacked, you know what I mean? Anything. Like, anything could have happened for real, so.
Right.
So, look, that was big. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about here on Transparency.
Was definitely 2 big fumbles, right?
That was 2 big joints. And, like, again, you learn from them. You know what I mean? You continue to grow. You didn't give up. You said, man, you know what? If someone took that notice to you and wanted to reach out to you, you know you had talent. You know you had a drive. So, I commend you and continue to grind and to do what you do, because that could have derailed you.
Most people, it'll stop them from doing it completely.
Exactly, exactly. So that's big, man. Shout out to you and the fam. Shout out to your creative mind for you to get noticed in that area. A lot of people don't even get to that point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it really be all about who you know, like within your network. Like,
that's a fact, yo.
People got
always about
certain
that
access to certain people and stuff. So like,
that's exactly.
Sometimes you might just give one of your peoples a CD and don't even know they might be linked to Kevin Lyles or whoever. You know what I mean? They could be linked to Suge Knight, anything. You know, they could be linked to Diddy, whatever. You might get somebody you never know.
Suge Knight would have made you show up, though. He would have made you show up.
He made me show up.
He was like, Ben, you gonna be there, right? Yeah, I see you. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I ain't even gonna. You got it. Nah, I'm joking, man. I'm stupid. Yo. Nah. I'm joking.
He ain't gonna bully me to come if I ain't wanna go. Suge Knight or nobody. Like, we just gonna have to throw the hands. Suge, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he got knocked out too. So anybody can get knocked out. That's why I don't fight.
Yeah,
I ain't fighting nobody.
Anybody can catch one.
Anybody can catch you.
Cameras too. Like,
hey, look, yo. I done seen dudes get knocked out, whole stomach out, ass out, all ass crack out, everything, yo. Just knocked out, yo. Yo, you gotta be careful, yo.
That's why people be shooting like that now. They don't want to take that out.
Well, you get shot.
Then people recording it now. That's the worst part. Like, everybody who recording them fights, they need to get popped.
Nah, and you know what's crazy? Unfortunately, I was watching not to get on some serious stuff, but I was watching a Talib. Did you see that?
What happened?
So he coaches a football team in Texas. I forget what part of Texas they are, but unfortunately, his brother, he got into it. This is Pee Wee football, so this 9-year-old children.
His brother
and his brother whipped out and killed the dude in front of his and killed in front of his son. Dang, bro. In front of his son. And like it's just
don't want them hands. People don't throw them hands.
Yeah, they don't throw the hands no more. Like they don't throw the hands. But I always looked at it like this, man. Like this why I fought when I had to. I mean, we talked about it before. Like I fought when I had to. But it was really all the time because of somebody else. But when I feel like if you good enough to do something, why don't you go make some money doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. I ain't fighting nobody for free. Like, unless I'm protecting my family or whatever like that. Like, dudes out here, like, you know, you the champion. Just like you the champion in Church Lane or you beat everybody up in Church Lane. What did it get you? You know what I'm saying? We're going to cut you a cardboard belt out. You know what I'm saying? And you can hang it on your wall of fame or whatever like that.
Jeff something. You 4-0.
Right. My man. Right. Yeah. 4-0.
Shout out to Cecil T.
So yeah, speaking of fighting, so you did, you did the boxing coaching, right?
With Jeff.
With Jeff.
Yes, sir. Jeffrey McCullough. Jeffrey Gladiator McCullough. You can look it up on Box Rec and all that. 4-0 record. You know what I mean? Certified.
4-0. So what made you get into that? Because like here we go with the jack of all trades.
Like, Church Lane brother. You know what I mean? That's my brother from Randall Lane. You know what I mean? Like before he got locked up. Like I just found out right before he got locked up that he was actually boxing. He was a 2-time Golden Glove winner back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, ain't nobody know that ran away. Ain't no Jeff was boxing. You just know he was bad. He used to be whooping people up. You know what I mean? It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But whole time, he was a 2-time Golden Glove winner back then.
Yep.
Back then, he had the belts in his joint. When he crashed his whip, he had the belts in his joint and all. That's the first time I seen, like, yo, what's these belts? Like, that's for my boxing. I'm like, what? Boxing, man, bro, why you ain't never tell me how you got to come to the fights and all that? You know what I'm saying? So then when he got home, you know what I mean? Like, I just was there with him the whole step of the way, you know what I mean? From the time he got home to his first fight to the last fight, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother, you know what I mean? Like, we gonna do this, you know what I mean? I'm right there running with him. 10 miles a day, sometimes more. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a lot.
And we running through Baltimore City, you know what I mean? All the slums, Gilmore, Sandtown, you know what I mean? Every white block, all this.
Looking at you.
Yeah, we almost got popped a couple times.
What you doing?
Accidentally. You can't be running behind nobody in Baltimore City, you know what I mean?
Like, turn around like, yo.
They gonna whip out on you, like, you know what I mean? Like, we had to go do some stuff with that bison, man.
That's real.
I mean, by hearing you say that, man, I think that we need to, I mean, I know we're a little older now, but we need to encourage brothers to, you know, I mean, we do it on the Transparency Podcast, but we got to encourage people to show their gifts because, like you said, like nobody knew. I didn't know Jeff was boxing.
Yeah, him or Steve.
You know what I'm saying?
Steve was 20-0 at one point. You know what I mean? Before Ishay Smith and everything.
And getting people like you see how Tank is. Like people get behind Tank. Like I've been a Tank fan since he started.
They wasn't always behind Tank.
You know what I'm saying?
But when Tank got his like them 10 fight threshold I was talking about earlier. Once Tank got there. Then people started supporting him like that, you know what I mean? But back when Tank was Golden Glove winning all that, you ain't hear a bunch of people shouting out Tank.
That's what I'm saying. Like
a lot of people don't even know about Baltimore boxing.
It's unreal. My whole point is like people gotta get behind people. Gotta get behind the wave. It's just saying like everybody want to be the surfer. Just get behind the wave, bro. Just help push that.
I
help
played
push
the back seat with Jeff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I put my music stuff to the side and everything.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this with you, bro.
Right.
Like it really started we just getting right together. I'm making sure he stayed motivated, you know what I mean? I was personal chefing for him and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Make sure he was good for real.
Yeah. Right.
Then next thing you know, first fight came, he gave me the paperwork. Like, I'm like, what's this, bro? Like, man, you been here the whole step of the way, yo. You deserve to be, you know what I mean, one of my coaches in the corner for real. So he made me official, professional boxing coach that day, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was there the whole step of the way, we was training, got me having Ross and all that, man. Like, he was getting it in for real. Like, you know, Ross be doing the yoga with Trace and the Power Hour. And all that. Got cool connections. Got
shout out to them.
My cousin,
a whole bunch of connections,
shout
man.
out to them.
And so where is Jeff now? Like, what is he doing now?
Jeff doing his thing, like doing some stuff with fashion and a bunch of other stuff for real. Like,
so he went from boxing to like just
yeah. You know what I mean? Good. Like it's the boxing thing is tough, man. If you ain't got the bag right, you ain't got the proper team, you ain't got like the proper, man, you ain't got no sponsors and stuff like, man. It's a long process to get to 10 fights. You really don't make no money until you get to like 10 fights.
Right.
You know how long it take to get 10 fights? Most people might fight 2 fights in a year. You know what I mean? You got to be a fighter. You fighting 4 and 6 fights a year, like for real. You got to train for that. Office. You got to be. You might get banged up a little bit in one of them fights. You got to really let your body recoup and all
people
that stuff.
People want to see you. You got to be.
You might break your ribs in that joint. Jeff, what was it? Might have been every fight. Yeah, every fight. Jeff broke something on his opponent.
Different lifestyle,
right?
4-0, 4 KOs. You know what I'm saying?
4 KOs.
4 KOs, bro. 4 KOs. And only one of the fights out of the 4 made it past the first round.
That's serious.
Well, Jeff, I mean, he's making noise.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Might have to make Jeff be our
he sustained the injury too.
Our protection. You know what I'm saying?
Fight 3 messed up his knee too, for real. So that's another thing with kind of like
take a lot to train for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Especially like a knee injury, because the dude like was trying to run from the punch because he already knocked him down twice. You know what I mean? So the dude tried to run and like rolled up under him. Then they like fell, hit knee to knee, and hit head butting each other on the way. That like it was ugly, bro. He was punishing that dude. You know what I'm saying? And he even got up with the one leg, dragging his joint, and still knocked Joe out. You know what I'm saying? Like, still. So yeah, but getting in that boxing, man, you got to have your bag right, bro. Cause it drained me out. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's work,
that boxing took me down as far as financially. Yeah,
it's a different sport.
That wiped me out, bro. And I took some losses in the streets. Like, I was done. I was done. You know what I mean? Cancer for me. Like, I took a big loss there too. You know what I mean? So like, damn, we really wasn't getting nothing on the return. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, bro.
Man.
So in that So in that circumstance, because I know, now I'm thinking about relationships. I know that women, if you were with somebody, how do they get behind it? Like, did your old lady get behind you, like, in your craft? Even like now, like, get behind the stuff that you do, because you might take setbacks. I mean, but it's an investment, so you're not going to get paid immediately. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I know a question would be like, you know, you put all this into the podcast, or you put all this into you do this. Like,
I ain't even gonna lie. At that point when I first got into the boxing, I was with my ex.
Okay.
I didn't get that support.
You said, I didn't get no support on that.
No bread and stuff.
Women think logical though.
Yet, nothing. Yeah, no.
Women think logical. I mean, that's what they there for. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so how did that?
But then also, what if overnight he just became the champion of the world?
Yeah,
the tank position. You know what I'm saying? Then they'd be like, I knew it the whole time.
I knew you was going to do that.
You was making it hard.
I supported you. Know what I mean? I was with you shooting in the gym. No, you wasn't.
No, you wasn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? Shout out to my lady now. She definitely support.
She support everything you do.
Dope.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what exactly you've been getting into it as of late, man? Because you've done a lot. You know what I mean? So what's some of the new endeavors and new opportunities you got going on right now?
Mainly, I've been locked in back in the DJing.
I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
DJing. I've been locked in doing a bunch of events and just doing my thing with that. I'm doing my mixes on the Hooligan Express, Metaverse Radio, shout
Metaverse.
out Club King Freeman.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So the Metaverse, man, you jumped into that realm. Like, so you stream these Metaverse live DJ sessions. When you stream them, how did you get them from your stream to the Metaverse? Like, how does that work?
Finesse take care of all that aspect of it, you know what I mean? He just do a mix. Send it to him,
and he put it up. He put it up on the Metaverse. Got you.
Because he got a whole multiplex on there. Like, you got the store in there, you got the little club in there, you got a recording studio all in the one little Metaverse building.
Okay.
So he got everything in there. Like, that joint is dope.
That's fly, man. That's something that is innovative, creative, absolutely. Next level. Different. People not on it. Right. People not even on it yet.
Like Dave Dash talk about it all the time. Like,
yeah, man. A lot of people get into it. Snoop is getting into it.
A lot of businesses is actually buying worlds in there and stuff.
Buying spaces in there.
Stuff is starting to convert. It's weird, but like
a lot of people is on there.
Starting to convert to you.
I got an Oculus set, and my son. I got it for my son. And he's on it a lot, to be honest. I haven't jumped. I've jumped on it like a couple times, but I do want to
actually doing shows in it.
Yeah, I do. I know you can do live shows,
money and all that stuff.
Live shows and that and everything. So I'm gonna start to definitely try to dig into it, figure out a way where I can,
you
monetize.
Step ahead already. You already got the Oculus too.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
try
can just hop in one of them events. They might be like, "Booty, give us some buzz."
Right. Exactly.
Got a whole new fan base right there.
Exactly.
And that's the people that's online all day, so they gonna support you differently than the people on the street.
Right.
Somebody on the streets might be your silent supporter, never post your stuff. Like, I got a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over 1 million streams. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But you don't see people posting my stuff all the time. You don't see people sharing my stuff all the time.
Right.
They supporting it shows in the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
they actually still bumping it every day, still rocking with it. So it's like, I definitely appreciate it. But
that's dope, yo.
You never know. It's like, fans can be tricky, especially here. Like, they might not shout you out all the time. They might not share your stuff all the time. But you never know who your music really touch for real.
That's a fact, yo. That's a fact.
You never know.
That's a fact. So shout out to you for doing that, man. You know what I mean? And I see your post, of course, and you be mixing, and you got the Ravens and
play like a Raven.
Raven jumping. You know what I mean? Every game you got the highlights with it. You're DJing on it. Like, that's dope in itself, man. Like, I see that.
I ain't give up on the artist.
You keeping it real authentic.
Do my thing time to time, like, you know what I mean. I think the last thing I actually recorded was on Trace album.
Okay.
I ain't recorded nothing a minute. I've been so locked in the DJing, but Trace like, Benzo, about to put out another project. I need you just like my brother. If y'all brothers call me, same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo. Like, speaking of that, yo, I want to do a club record, yo.
Let's do it.
I do. I want to do it. I've been wanting to do one for some time. I want to do something for some time. You know, we cook up a beat. You know, get a little. You know, what I mean, cadence going on and come up with an idea. I want to do one.
Grew up on that club.
I know. I want to do one. We
that's our sound. No, that's our Baltimore sound.
Right.
Like, a lot of people don't want to adopt it. They try to act like, oh man, they club music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's our sound, bro. Just like DC with Go-Go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
it can be an instant hit, like a lot of
South
times.
has really got started the trap stuff. Like a lot of our stuff that converted to trap and drill and all that. That's not our sound. Our sound really club music.
It is though. You're right
about
about
that. If you really listen to like Tim Trees, Bankrolls, and Be Rich, Whoa Now, you know what I mean? Joyce is club songs.
Club,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like even if you listen to, a lot of people won't even know, like With My Team Creek Boys.
Right.
It'll blend with a club song.
Yeah, it can.
It's that,
absolutely.
That certain BPM, 120.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's our realm right there.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what it is.
Listen to a lot of songs that's on the radio. It's between, like I say, probably 100 BPM and like 140. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our range right there, our Baltimore sound range for real.
Yeah, yo.
Looking for lead records, you know what I'm saying? Club songs.
Club records, yeah.
Club songs.
That's our sound, man.
That's
so yeah,
sound.
I'm looking to definitely
it's all
do
love.
something.
That's why that joint
played
on prime time and everything. I was shocked. You know what I mean?
Hey.
They playing at like 6 o'clock during the day. I'm like, dang. Then they playing it at 4 of the day. Like what? Then I look up again. It was playlisted. Like playlisted with everybody, like on the 92 key playlist.
It's a catchy track though. I remember I told you
I freestyled that whole joint.
That's a catchy song.
I freestyled that whole song from the hook to the verse.
That's tough.
Like, I really freestyled that joint.
Club record.
None of it down.
Club record. That's what a club record do. That's what you do. You get how you feel.
At that point in time, I was locked in with the boxing before that.
Right.
So, you know, then Jeff had his injury and everything, you know what I mean? So we had to take a step back from the boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I just made the beat one day. And I got inspired by this little video I seen these dudes run the truck in the gun store. Right?
Oh yeah.
And they snatched everything for real. So I'm just geeking all night. So I kept listening to the beat.
Oh
and
snap.
Next thing you know, it just came to me. I just started, the hook came to me. And next thing you know, I just started dropping verses for real. Because at first I was thinking about, I'm just going to make this hook and get it song or something. Then I couldn't even go to sleep. It just kept talking to me like, no, yo, go ahead.
Right.
So I just started freestyling.
Amazing.
Then
shot the video, of course.
Yeah. Shout out to Mac, Dan Mac. You know, he was just on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he and I
behind the camera.
Behind the camera.
You know what I mean? Down.
That's tough.
Shout out to Squirrel Pork Chop. AJ, you know what I mean? All the good folks who made Show Face, all my church name, bro. All my Randallstown brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Because like we all family out here.
Already.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man. So that was dope, yo. Like I said, we're gonna do one, yo.
Yeah, let's make it happen, brother. You already
know.
Yeah,
we're gonna do one.
I got you.
I want to do one for sure.
Let's make it happen.
Something feel good, something people can rock to, dance to, motivate.
We need a lot more of that because all this drill music and all this stuff like it's
a lot of bang bang.
Yeah,
we gotta get rid of it.
We really do that here.
Yeah, we got more light. Yo. We need something a little light. We need something inspired.
Something lighter. Yeah,
something's gonna make us feel good.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what it's about.
Yeah,
for sure.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. And well, to say, so speaking of Play Like a Raven, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about this. So what y'all doing this year, man?
Oh, we going all the way this year.
You going all the way?
Going all the way. I got big trust in my man Lamar.
Big trust?
Know what I mean? Big trust.
It's going to be a big year, yo.
Yeah, I think so.
Offense
like our receiving core looking good. The young defense. Talent that's on the back burner, they looking good. Even like the backup tight end, the new rookie dude was killing on the preseason game. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. They really
wide receiver with the dreads. With the dreads. He was Marson.
Oh, you talking about the other dude? Yeah, he never received it.
He was doing. It was like you put it up high for him, back shoulder.
Our running backs back healthy. We got Peters back.
And we play tonight.
Our defensive backs is looking. Yeah, we play tonight.
We play Arizona tonight.
Play Arizona.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hollywood Brown.
Yeah,
he probably gonna play.
You know, the preseason. You really kind of see the young talent. You know, the guys that's gonna step in when people get injured and all that.
I seen Lamar Jackson. He beefed up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Beefed up a little bit.
It's gonna be a little rougher to, you know what I mean, get that man down now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He definitely bugged up.
He fast.
He might truck somebody this year. You know.
Hey, but you know what though? If he gets he got a slide though. I don't care how big he is. That's his. Don't try. Well, I mean, he could try to truck somebody, but what's his name? Tyler Huntley gonna be our quarterback if he be trying to truck people. You know what I mean? You gotta slide.
Big Ben did it when he beefed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. But
Ben used to truck people sometimes.
Yeah, but Big Ben was 6'4" or 6'5", 200. I think Lamar about 6'2", right? 6'2", maybe 220.
6'4", that's only, you know what I mean?
But Ben Roethlisberger was 260, something like that. He's a big boy. See, he might even be 6'5". You know what I mean? I don't know.
If Lamar come head on with a cornerback or a safety, he can truck one. I mean, he probably will slide first.
I'm about to say you gotta slide, man. You gotta make business decisions. You gotta make business decisions. Play smarter.
He should be. He got to play smarter all around.
I don't know. Maybe I just want to see it.
You just want to see it. Damn. You gotta make the business decisions. You gotta make the business decisions.
You want him to stay healthy, man.
If he don't truck nobody, still ain't gonna be mad at it. But
I mean, that's an interesting division. I mean, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I know y'all might hate me saying this, but you never can count out the Steelers. You never can count them out. They just saying they always hanging around, man.
Naturally, I gotta hate the Steelers, but I respect their organization.
Right.
I respect their coach. They got a black coach. He been holding it down.
They ain't had a losing season since 2003.
Yeah, real tough.
Yeah, they ain't losing a while, right?
And my little cousin played for the Steelers.
Since 2003. You say that again?
Alex Highsmith. That's my little cousin.
Okay, that's what
he plays for the Steelers. You know what I mean? So it's
my mother let us Steelers, so maybe Alex.
When we lost, we made the playoffs. I had to root for him. You know what I mean? I hate the root for the Steelers.
They the reason why y'all ain't made the playoffs. You know what? I was at that game too. It was so cold. I took my stepson down there. It was so cold down there. I said, man, if Tyler Huntley, man, if he don't get, and now I hope he got better with this because that game shouldn't even been that close. It was, Marquise Brown was wandering wide open that entire game, but he kept sticking to Andrews, which I understand. He kept throwing to Andrews, but Marquise Brown was wide open that whole game, man. But against the Steelers, that last game of the season, man. But yeah, I think that the Ravens, man, they always play tough too. I don't think they had a losing season really since Billick neither, right?
I mean, we had a losing season last year, of course, because we got hurt. But before
last year, was it a losing season, or was it 8-9 or something like that? It wasn't no. I'm talking about a 2-14 or something, or 4-12, or 5-11.
No, we're not doing that.
We ain't had none of that since we first got the organization.
Yeah, we not doing that.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do good, though. I think we're going to go into the chip this year.
Yeah, we got a good squad.
Yeah, I think
going to the chip. I mean,
as long as we can stay healthy.
AFC, you got Buffalo. You ain't worried about Buffalo? You got KC. You know what I mean?
The
Chargers.
AFC is going to be a challenge for any
division. That's a tough conference.
We got to win the games on our schedule. That's all we got to do. Take care of our
best kicker in the league. Got the best tight end in the league.
Our schedule is favorable.
Arguably the best quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely a homer. That's good, though. That's good. I agree with you. Got the best kicker in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when he lined up to kick a field goal at the end of the game. He lined up for a field goal. You might, if you on the opposing team, you might as well go. Listen.
66
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When I was down there, when they played the 49ers, it was raining. It was a rainstorm. And Justin Tucker got up to kick. I said, let me grab my shit. It's time to go. I knew he was gonna hit it. And he hit it right down the pipe.
Yeah.
Go.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
No, Andrews. I like Andrews. I like Andrews.
Oh, yeah.
I like Andrews. You know what I'm saying? But that's debatable if he's the best in the league, and Lamar Jackson, that's debatable if he's the best in the league because I think
talent out there.
I think good.
Man, we're a talented team. Well coached. We're gonna be there.
A lot of corners. A lot of secondary. We'll see how them Ravens do.
Do great this year.
Yeah.
We got
play like a Raven.
Baggy, nice and healthy. You know what I'm saying? We got Humphrey. You know what I mean? We
play like a Raven.
And that young boy, sir, is what's the new first round draft pick? All right, young boy. He plays safety.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Hamilton, is it?
I don't know. I can't think of it.
I used to be the stat guy. I used to know
put a move last week. He came all the way across the field.
I know you're talking about.
He pulled that read, huh?
Yeah,
I know you're talking about though.
Yeah, he gonna be proud.
Yeah, young boy gonna be nice.
He gonna be proud.
We're gonna say, yeah, play like a Raven.
That's yes, sir. Play like a Raven. We're gonna get this work. Shout out to David Lamar. Shout out to Skinny Rider, my brother. You know,
Skinny Rider. Oh yeah, he was on there. Shout out to Rider Man. Rider Man, that's my guy. That was my guy. That was my ace when we was growing up, man. He was coming up. You know what I'm saying? I was like his personal security, man. Yeah, that was my guy. Right. Yeah, speaking of his son, speaking of Ryder, man, if you look at his son, you be like, dag, bro, he look
just like the young him.
Yeah, just like the young version of him, man. It's funny, man.
Just like the young.
Shout out to Ryder, man, Jessica and Lil Ryder, man.
Shout out to Sis, man. Sis. Yeah. I done did a lot of little pop-up shots with her, man. She hold me down always.
Awesome,
man. Salute the sis, salute the bro, man.
For sure. No doubt, man.
Yes, indeed. And salute the nephew, you know what I'm saying? Young Ryland, King Ryland.
Yep.
So
that's all I got, bro. What you?
Hey, man, this another good one in the books, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all follow us at Transparency Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we just want to announce, we won't be going to the Black Effect podcast festival. It got canceled due to scheduling reasons. Not sure why. Who knows what happened on that? But we was looking to go. But we was, regardless of what happened, we was going to be there. So us doing this podcast thing, man, we're going to keep improving, keep doing what we doing, good content, dropping a jewels daily, weekly. So keep, tuning in, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So I hope that you love this podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of Big O. Got Moody here.
You already know.
We got Bmore Ben.
Thank Bmore Ben for having me, man. I love y'all, bro.
Give me your socials too, man, so they can follow you real quick before we head out, man.
At Bmore Ben on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You know what I mean? Bmore Ben on Facebook. Everything is Bmore Ben. You know what I mean? And I got a little DJ Bmore Ben Instagram too.
Yeah.
I just kind of post the DJ stuff. I don't be on there as much as the main page, but
right. No doubt, man.
Bmore Ben on everything.
That's what it
do.
All
streaming platforms, Bmore Ben, come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bmore Ben.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to
y'all
you
for having me. Thank y'all for having me,
for sure. I appreciate you coming through, dog.
No doubt, man.
Yes, sir.
And this is the Transparency Podcast.
Baby.